That's fine. Well, at least you're not doing like stand up,
Yeah, because that would go horribly.
because that's what happened to me like so many times, especially during the pandemic. Because a bunch of these places, you know, because before, well, we'd share microphones, right? Like, oh, please welcome your next act, and then we just hand off the microphone.
Right.
But then because of the pandemic and like we had to have separate mics.
Makes
So
sense.
so usually, like especially at this place called Absolute Comedy, the host would have like a wired mic, which is preferred for stand up, and then everyone else had a wireless mic, and then in between acts, the wireless mic would come back, and then they would like sanitize it and stuff. But
Now, what do you prefer? Wired?
the wired mic, of course.
You play around with the wire.
Oh no, not anymore. That was like a long time ago. Thanks for coming to the show, Kev. It's been years since I've done that.
That's what we call a callback.
From 2008. No, because with the wireless mic, sometimes there's like feedback with if you stand on the stage wrong,
right?
You face like the speaker or something.
Yeah.
And then one time, it's actually a few weeks ago, we had a wireless mic, and then how do I describe it? Like, because the mic, like a normal mic, like with the wire, but with the wireless, it's the same mic except they add on this thing on it, this longer like adapter or something, the wireless adapter. And I think what I was doing was I was holding the adapter, because usually I hold the mic like at the bottom.
Yep.
And then, but luckily there was only like, because if you remember, have you been to Absolute Comedy?
No, that's the beaver one, right?
Which one?
He's got a beaver on their logo.
The platypus.
Oh, whatever.
It's it's young and Eglinton. Anyways, so there's like a lower bowl, and then like there's like if there's like more than 100 people, then they seat them like at the top, kind of thing, in the back.
Yeah.
But luckily, there were less than 100 people there. So when I was holding the mic, the people on the top, they wouldn't be able to hear me. So the sound guy, he's trying to signal to me that like they can't hear me, because I can hear like something's it sounds a little weird.
Yeah.
Like, from the stage, like it sounds a little low. And then he was trying to signal to me, but then I was like, I don't know what he's trying to say. I'm like, is my fly down? But I was wearing like these jogging pants, so like
it can't be. It can't be.
What have I done?
Is my dick showing?
Yeah. No, because you never know, like, because you never know, like, you might have like peed your pants or something, That's actually
a little dribble.
A little dribble. No, because that happened to me one time. We were doing this Filipino comedy tour in Toronto, big theater at U of T, and the host, because I was first, and the host was like, "Oh, yeah, you're first, so get ready." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." So usually at a show, the host goes up and he does some material, does some time, maybe like 10 minutes or whatever, and then he brings up the first act, right? But the host this time, he was very new to stand up, so I was like, "Oh, I have time to take a piss." So I was like backstage, and then went to take a piss, and then I can hear him. He's like, "All right, welcome to the show, Filipino comedy tour. Your first act, Ernie Vicente." And I'm like mid piss. I was like, "Oh my god!" And it's far. It's pretty far. It's a big stage.
Yeah.
So I had to like.
Did you run through the crowd or run through the run?
So I had to end it. I had to end it midstream. So there's like dribble all over the place.
How do you even do that?
And I was wearing these khakis, light brown pants.
It's perfect.
So I ran back to the stage, and I knew it was like wet, and then I knew that there's like photographers taking pictures, so I had to do. There's a picture of me on stage. I'll share it later.
There you go. That'll be the clip. That'll be the
the thumbnail. So I had to like kind of. I was like pulling my shirt all the way down to try to hide it, and like I'd do like this thing where like I kind of cross my legs on stage. So the whole time I'm like holding in my fist, covering the stain, and doing this material.
So wait, are you're standing up?
I'm standing up,
and you're trying to cross your legs a little bit.
Yeah, so I kind of had like my right foot. You know what I mean? I was kind of like standing at like a slant,
just rubbing them together for friction, just so that it could dry faster, possibly.
Yeah. Then in the picture I'm like kind of crouching.
And there's no need for you to be crouching. It's not like you're in the like the front or anything like that.
No. I'm very cold. I know it's the summer, but
brr, it's cold in here.
That's my new character on stage. Cold, stone cold man.
Hey, I don't know what it was about last week's episode, but I thoroughly enjoyed listening to it.
You did? You listened to it?
Not just because it's like the sound of my own voice or our voice. It just seemed like from as unbiased as I could possibly be. It was just kind of easy.
You know what? It was a great episode. I enjoyed it. A lot of good feedback. And here's the thing, that was our longest episode. That was like just under an hour, 59 minutes.
Right.
So I think that's the recipe.
It's what we were doing before, like 30 minutes. Maybe it's just it's not long enough to get invested in. I don't know.
Yeah, because I wanted it to be half hour, because I'm like that's too long, especially like for our audience. Most of them like parents and kids. Like I don't know if they have an hour to watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, but it turns out they do. Maybe maybe because I think a lot of people listen to like in their cars.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
And like on the commute to work, and now people are going back to work. So
yeah,
59 minutes. Kev's having some audio difficulties. Who sold you this lemon of a microphone?
You did.
Oh no, Kev, I'm sorry. It's been 14 months since you bought it, and I cashed the check.
I want to return this.
I spent the money already. I bought 10 liters of gas, enough to get home.
This piece of shit.
Before you swear more, I just want to give a special shout out to one of our listeners who actually watches this with her husband and her kids, and it's her birthday. Tanya, happy birthday, Tanya!
Happy birthday, Tanya!
Yeah, they would watch this like during dinner, so the kids might be watching right now. Maybe you can hold it.
Son of a bitch. There we go. All right. Holding.
Hopefully it's the cord.
It probably is the cord.
Can you get another cord?
I don't know. I probably could look that up.
Is it like a basic cord, or is it like a special?
Yeah, it's just that mini USB into like
it's a USB to USB, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you could get those.
Yeah, probably at Dollarama or something.
Seems like I'm gonna need to do that, but it looks like we're okay now. For how long? I don't know.
Are you touching it?
Yeah, I'm holding it now. I was holding it
You're
before,
holding
and
now?
then yeah,
Oh,
I was always holding it, and
I can't even tell. I can't tell what you're holding under that desk.
the magic of Hollywood.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm holding under this desk. Anyways, 59 minutes, long episode. Yeah, because I was actually listening to this episode because I don't before I would listen to the episode, the whole episode, and I would edit like the pauses and stuff.
Right.
But then after, I'm like, that takes forever. So now I just record, and then end it after an hour, and add some logos, some text, and good to go.
Boom, 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 wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So the 2 episodes ago, we did the Tinder Swindler, and honestly, I did not re-listen to it because I was like, I don't know, I didn't really like it because I'm like, we tried doing a topic, and I'm like, But last week, I was driving to my parents' house, which is like an hour and 25 minutes away from here in Etobicoke. And I ran out of a podcast to listen to on the way because usually I listen to wrestling podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished all of them by Sunday morning. So as I'm driving, I was like, hey, maybe I'll listen to our podcast that we did. And it was pretty good. I don't want to toot my own horn here or our horns. I don't want to toot your horn either.
Toot away.
but I was like, oh, I was actually, I actually enjoyed it, and the hour went by quick.
It did go by quick. It was good. It was good. I got some feedback as well, just about the use of this office and how excited you were for the ghost station that was going to be built in Beamsville.
I'm stupid, Kev. The brand new ghost station. Is it haunted? Not yet. In the future.
Give it another 150 years, maybe.
Yeah. Is it by that ATM machine? Yes.
So everyone's coming back to work here April 4th.
Ooh, a couple weeks.
Yeah, like a week and a half. That's going to be a bit of an adjustment.
Because right now it's just you, right? Like
me and another guy, and then a few other people that are in the office, but they're going to be not full staff, but it's going to be, they're going to be doing in shifts. So, like half for 2 days, and another half for another 2 days.
Oh yeah, do you have to wear a mask still, or
I don't think so, because that's out the window now. No.
Yes, I believe so. Have you been anywhere yet?
Try to think. Dollarama, yeah, a couple places like the gas station. It's kind of it's weird.
It feels weird.
It feels weird. It's almost like, and I don't mean this to be like, I hope I don't offend anybody, but those, the people that wear the hijab.
Yes.
Right. And then for some reason you see what they look like underneath.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like. Like, oh my gosh, that's what you look like again with your full face.
So you're saying for the past 2 years during this lockdown pandemic, you've been wearing a hijab?
I guess you could say that.
That's what it feels like.
It feels like the entire world was kind of wearing a hijab for not the right reason. Hijab.
Yeah, I went to Walmart yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I think it was like 50-50. Like masks and no masks. So it kind of felt weird. And even when I'm like walking in, because I heard that even Square One, you still have to wear the mask. So
really?
I think, yeah.
I guess it depends on where you go. It's like a high traffic area. They'll be like, no. Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
But Walmart's pretty high traffic, right? So I didn't know the rules, right? I don't want to get in trouble, right? Because you remember when you get in trouble when you're a kid? Remember
that? Like for just
no,
not
like
listening?
No. Remember when you're a kid and you would get in trouble like in public? Remember No, here's the thing. Remember you would get into trouble by a parent who wasn't your parent? Oh,
ooh,
that's the worst. When you get, you know what I mean? when you're like jumping up and down, and then some strangers like sit down, and you're like, ah, who are you? You know, if your parents are like, sit down, Kevin, you're like, yeah, F you. But then like when some other mom is like, get down from there, and you're like, ah.
I would see that a lot at the church that I used to go to, St. Patrick's here in Mississauga, 7 p.m. mass.
Classic mass.
Yeah. You'd always see that. And then it wouldn't be the parents that would discipline you. It would be like the old, they weren't ushers, but they were like workers of the church.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We would get in trouble so many times. Remember that?
Yeah, because we were always laughing in the back.
We're always laughing in the back.
Yeah.
And then they would give us a look like,
God is watching you. Shut up.
I'm like, I haven't seen this guy all week. This is our catch-up time.
I know.
Yeah, back then we didn't have
the problem
podcast.
was that it wasn't really like an all week. Like we would see each other, like our group of friends would see each other pretty much every day.
We probably saw each other like 12 hours ago.
Exactly. But the funny thing about that, like speaking of St. Patrick's Church, is that I always found weird was after the ushers did their thing, and they were all like these old Italian, maybe Polish, European men. Mm-hmm. They would all go outside for a cigarette.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. God is allowing smoking.
Smoking's it's a crazy addiction, man.
Even
wrestlers. Randy Orton smokes.
Randy Orton smokes.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
There's a picture of all of them like during a break, and they're all in the back. But anyways, enough about wrestling.
Yes. I'm sorry, ladies.
I was going to ask you this question because last week, at my parents' house, my aunt and uncle they were staying over at my parents' house for the week, so they all slept over. And my uncle came from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, so they're all there. And then we went to this restaurant called State and Main. Have you heard of this restaurant?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, I think it's part of a chain of restaurants.
Yeah, because there's one right here. That's how I heard about it. There's one in Etobicoke, by the condo. Mm-hmm. But there's one in we went to this one in Waterloo. And
good food.
Yeah, very good food. You know, it's they like steaks and like bar food.
Yeah,
classic stuff. They have this butter chicken I've always wanted to try, but I don't know. You know, you ever go to like a white restaurant and then see like a
ethnic,
like an Asian, like an ethnic. You know what I mean? Just like, is it good? Like, can I see the chef? Is a chef? Like, imagine you went to Kelsey's or Boston Pizza, and then they had pho. You're like, let me see is the guy in the back Vietnamese or
is he smoking while making my food? Because if not, I don't want it.
Our chef, it's Chef Carl. I'll just get the pizza. That's fine. Yes, we all got. Well, my dad got steak because he loves steak. So then here's the thing. We went, me and my dad, one time.
Yeah,
a couple weeks before that, and he got a steak because he was like craving steaks, and then I got this like salad or something.
Like a appetizer salad, like a side salad, or like
a full healthy chicken Caesar salad.
Look at you, eh? Look at you.
Yeah, because I was like, I just ate, but you want to go for steak. And then after, I think it's like the old school, mentality, right? How come we didn't want the steak? That's what he said. After he's like, how come we didn't want the steak? I'm like, I had a big lunch, so I didn't want to get another steak,
Mm-hmm.
So we went again this week or last week, and then he got the steak. Then I got a steak also. But then the best part was my mom. She goes, "Can I get the fish and chips, but no chips?" And I was like, "What?" I started laughing, but no one else found it funny. I'm like, just ask for the fish. And then yesterday, everyone else, they all bought No one else bought steak. My two uncles, they got like chicken tenders.
Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah.
This is cut the mic.
It sounds good.
I can no longer hear you.
Oh. Well, you sound fine. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right. Did you hear the story? Should I?
Yeah, no, I heard that. I heard the story. I heard that. So she got the fish and chips minus the chips.
Minus the chips.
And a salad instead.
No, she got rice. Very Asian.
Oh, rice.
Very Asian mom.
What kind of rice do they give you? Is it actually white rice or is it?
It's like brown rice. But I forgot what it's called. Sesame something.
Oh, nice.
Basmati.
Basmati.
Is it basmati rice?
It could be.
I don't know. It's actually pretty good. It comes with this like sesame sauce. It's pretty good. No, but then all the other uncles they bought like, you know, they didn't get steak. They got like chicken enchiladas. Yeah.
Well, I mean, how much were the enchiladas?
It's, you know, it's like a regular $18.
So was your dad like, why didn't you get the steak?
No, he didn't say anything. I think with the other adults, he wouldn't ask, or he wouldn't be like, "What the fuck?" But with me, he's like, "Salad." Oh,
because maybe that was like maybe they got the enchiladas. I mean, enchiladas probably at least $20, but sometimes it's like a cultural thing. Like you don't get, even though like the host is the person that invited you is, you know, they got a steak. You kind of like, no, I'll get something smaller. I don't need anything too big. Like, I don't know if it's cultural or if that's just like a protocol or societal, whatever it is. But it's like reading the room, right?
Wait, but wait, hold on. Let me finish this. Let me finish this part. So everyone ate their meals, and then my dad gave me his card. He's like, "Yeah, just pay for it. Don't let them pay." I'm like, "Got it." So then the bill came up to like $140 or something. And I want to ask you, like, what's the normal tipping for?
I think it's 15%. So it's like whatever the tax is. So 15% of, I think that's like the minimum that is expected.
Yeah, minimum for me, I always give at least 15%.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I didn't know if there's a, you know what I mean? If there's a different rule, if there's like 6 people, you know?
Yeah, because what'd you end up tipping? Like $20?
Yeah, whatever 15% of 140 is.
Like I don't know, because I mean, I don't know how much they get paid. $20 to me seems like that was pretty good. And on top of that, I'm doing probably a bunch of other tables, maybe.
It was $20, yeah.
Yeah, so
it seemed a little low because
it does seem low. It does seem low, but
for a big table,
I'm sure if it was probably your card, you would have put more. But because it's like somebody else's, you're like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Because
that's another thing. Because I don't want to over tip, and then my dad's like,
"What the hell, man?
You tipped $40.
You should have got the enchiladas."
And you got a steak? Oh man, you should have got that $12 salad last time.
Because I remember we had like this going away party for somebody who was retiring at work, and they took us across the street to this Japanese place, and you get sushi, you get all that kind of stuff, bento boxes and things like that. But for the most part, everyone who isn't like a manager, you kind of just go with whatever. You just read the room and whatever's being ordered, and you kind of follow suit.
But wait, who's paying? I can't hear you.
So, off the bat, you already know that your meal is going to be paid for
by the boss.
By the boss, yeah. That was all understood, even before we all went.
Oh,
but you still don't you don't go crazy. You read the room, and okay, the boss is getting a bento box. I'll get a bento box too.
Wait, how much is the bento box?
Well, that's like $20.
Okay, so yeah, so if I see the boss ordering a bento box, I'm like, okay, that's the limit.
That's the limit.
Is the limit,
right?
Yeah.
That's the limit.
Yeah.
So we had a new person who just joined, Filipino guy. His name is Ray. Ray Comparativo.
Oh.
And he works in the IT department. And he's probably just there for like a month or two or whatever.
Wait, how old is this guy? How old is this guy?
He's I would say like 48, maybe 50.
Okay, so he's been in the game.
He's been in the game.
All right, okay. I think I know where you're going with this.
Been in the game. He's been in the game long enough to know that, you got to read the room here. So everyone's ordering. He orders, and we're just waiting for our food. Everyone's getting pretty much the same thing. It's a bento box all around the table. Next thing you know, like they come out, like this person comes out carrying this big like boat, and it looked like, at the club when people order like bottle service and there's like sparklers and shit in there,
fireworks.
They're like carrying, and they bring this big boat of sushi, and they put it right in front of them, and everyone's just like, "What the hell?" But even like there were whispers like between other people and managers that were like, "You gotta read the room, man." Like,
oh no.
Well, not they didn't say it to him because obviously they're not gonna make him feel bad. It's not like anybody said like, "Hey, there's a limit to what you order," but he just threw all social norms out the window and was like, "Screw it, man, we're getting the boat."
Did he know afterwards?
Well, yeah, because we all would make fun of him, right? We would joke about it. It'd be like, "Hey, are you gonna invite your family to eat the rest of that?" Because
oh my god, was he embarrassed?
Kind of, but it was kind of like one of those things too, where you chalk it up to it's like the newbie who gets, you bust his balls kind of thing for a little bit. But it was just like, yeah, you gotta read the room. Now I know whenever I go out with you, I'll just order steak.
Oh well, here's the etiquette. Here's my rule. This is my rule. This way, if there's anyone listening, this is the rule. Okay, if I invite you, Kevin, I'm like, "Hey, Kev, you want to go for lunch or dinner or whatever?" And you're like, "Yeah, let's go." Guess what? I invited you. I'll pay.
No. All right, fine.
That's the rule.
That sounds good. That's okay. So if you invite somebody, now how does that work with like a group of friends? Like, "Hey guys, let's get together tonight. Go for wings."
Well, I don't do that.
Right. Right.
If we're all like just hanging out and we're like, "Hey, let's go for wings," that's just like a general invite,
right?
But usually I do this rule for if it's like one-on-one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like a date or something.
I don't know if you remember this, and I'm pretty sure you do because I'm sure you did this as well. Back in the day when we'd all go out for whatever meal it was, we always did this thing where one person would pay for the whole thing, and
that's you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I feel like that was so stupid, right? It's just like, why? We're all capable human beings here, and I know it was like, just trying to be nice and stuff like that, but we didn't typically stop at just one. I'm sure all of us have done it at some point, where it's like you sneak away to go to the bathroom, you come back, and they're like, "Oh, can we get the bill?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, that guy over there paid for it." And then you're like, "Oh, thanks, Kev," or "Thanks, Earns." And then you're like, "Oh, guys, come on, it's all right, it's fine, it's payday, whatever."
Yeah. That was usually you. I would do it sometimes, but that's mostly
not usually. No. Brian would do it as well. Our friend Brian. I think everyone took a turn at some point doing that.
Cliff.
Yeah, Clifford did a lot. Yeah,
a lot of money.
A lot. Yeah, he would put a lot of money, and we do the same thing at the club with drinks.
Oh yeah, like in Vegas when we had like bottles, we ran out of bottles.
Yeah,
and those are like $1,000 bottles.
I'm not sure if he wants that one on here, but
we didn't say who.
That's right.
I made sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I remember when I first got my credit card, buddy. I went crazy, so bad. Like,
Would
because
you? Who was it with? TD?
I'm not sure. Well, I was with TD, so probably with TD. It
Uh-huh.
was a TD Visa, and
Was
then
it
I went
like
to the.
500 your first one, or like 1,000? What was it?
Yeah, it was 500. I think I was in college,
Mm-hmm.
but we went to the club, and then I gave her my card. Like I think I just bought like one drink, and she's like, "Oh, do you want to have a tab?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, just leave your card, and then just order, and then just pay at the end." I'm like, "Of course." So I was like, "Guys, let's go to the bar. Put on my tab."
Guys, I have 500 monies. Come on, let's go drink.
I felt so rich. I think the bill was like one something.
Yeah.
But then it's a credit card. You're like, whatever. I could pay the minimum of $6.
Then you get the statement saying like, oh, if you pay the minimum, it will take you approximately 51 years to pay this back.
I didn't care. That was a Burger King supervisor, Kevin.
That's it.
Fastest
There was
Friday.
something about it, and it was definitely there's an ego boost. There's something selfish about it that makes you feel good too, by doing it.
Oh yeah.
You're just like, oh, guys, sir, who should I give it? I'll take care of it. I will pay for these peasants. Don't you worry.
They're very poor. That one guy, he came in with one shoe. I don't know how he got in.
He's not even our friend.
Yeah, but what do you want to drink, homeless man? Tequila? Get in there. I have $500. No,
because even our friend Brian, like when we would work together here at Skechers, and we would go out for lunch, and then we'd just do that whole thing of like, okay, I'll just pay, you'll just pay, I'll just pay, you'll just pay. And at some point we just stopped and just got separate, just because it just made sense. And like financially, it wasn't going to be sustainable. Like every, however many days you do it a week. It's like an unspoken thing for us. I don't know what it was, but it's almost like we felt like we needed to, I don't know, take care of each other or whatever it was.
Yeah, because we are very generous people.
I think so.
Yeah, but I remember when I worked there for a bit. Yeah, you would do that. So like all three of us would go for lunch, and then you'd like pay for everything.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, no, I'm the new guy here. I'll pay. But I'd strategize. I'd be like, oh, you're going for pho. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cheap. It's gonna be like $24. Sick. What if we go to Boston Pizza? That's like at
you
least
guys want to go to Burger King on a Wednesday? Sure.
It's on me, guys.
I've got it.
We're going to Shanghai for $4 appetizers. I'm in. Put it on my card. It's max though.
But yeah, I guess at some point we just all realized that, okay, we can just do this ourselves.
Yeah,
it might just be better that way.
Yeah, no, but for me, like if I'm like, hey, can you take time out and come with me?
Yeah, for sure, for like a one-on-one, for sure.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened with my uncles. I think they read the room. They're like, I think like my dad, I think he's gonna pay for it. So
yeah, because they probably know your dad too, right? And that they're in his hometown, and they know he's gonna pay for it. So they probably thought of that, like, hey, just get the enchiladas.
Yeah, the best is my uncle who got the enchiladas. I've actually never had enchiladas.
Neither have I. No.
So well, basically, it's like a I don't know, like a container, whatever. And then there's like enchilada stuff, like a taco. I think you're supposed to
enchilada stuff.
Enchilada stuff. Google it if you want to know.
But you're describing it. You're like, have you ever had it before? No. Well, let me tell you. It looks like this.
Kev, sit down.
It's a container full of all this stuff.
What kind of stuff? Enchilada stuff, dummy.
You ever been to Taco Bell? Yeah, like that.
Exactly. So it's like when you find it like a taco. So then he had all the stuff, the enchilada stuff, and then a bunch of chips. what he did was he ate the enchilada stuff, and then he ate the chips after.
Are they? I'm like, again, I'm not familiar. Are they supposed to be like eaten together, like chips? You just dip.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Eat the enchilada.
I think you're supposed to dip like put all the stuff on the chip and then eat it. That's what I think. I didn't YouTube it.
Gotcha. We should probably look into that.
We should go, Kev. We should go
for enchiladas.
We should go get enchiladas right here.
Wait. Invited who first?
Oh, you invited me. So.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pay.
Well, yeah. Well, they have enchilada Thursdays. Half price enchiladas.
There we go.
They have half price enchiladas on Thursdays, so we could go like next Friday if you want.
But it's half price on Thursdays.
I'm busy. I'm sorry, buddy. If this is on you, Mr. Generous.
Full price Friday. Full price Fridays.
It's double? That's weird. It's the opposite. What's the normal price? $18. Why is it $35? So full price Fridays.
What month are we in now? Almost April. Ernst, I know it seems far away, but it's not really. Your lease is coming up soon, no? Are you sticking around there? Are you planning on going somewhere else?
Oh yeah, my lease is it's up April. August 1st.
Yeah.
Right before my birthday. I don't know. I don't know. I still have to tell my landlord because he's like, yeah, let me know by like April what you want to do.
Right, because he's gonna have to find somebody for August kind of thing. Like just start doing the whole credit checking and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, like making another like ad or whatever. But I don't know. I like it here. Like I love the condo. Like the space. Perfect space. You know, not too small, not too big. Right? Location's okay. You know, it's Etobicoke. But like there's nothing around here. Like when I used to live downtown, 24-hour McDonald's.
Right. Yeah.
Like 2-minute walk. You know, you wake up like 4 a.m. by accident. Can't go back to sleep. You're like, I'll just see what's at McDonald's. Maybe check out that new Enchilada. You know, but here, if I wake up, whatever, even now, I'm like today, Kev, I woke up, I played WWE 2K22, great game on PS4.
As one would, yeah.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's like 3:00, and then you text me, you're like, yeah, I'll be ready by like 5:00. And I'm like, oh no, I've done nothing all day. I was planning on like going for a walk, you know, go to my mall here, Cloverdale Mall, walk around, get some steps in. But then I'm like, I have to like take a shower and get ready for this podcast. And now it's raining.
Yeah, it's pretty bad out there.
So hopefully after, maybe I'll go for a nice walk.
That's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? So again, with this whole protocol thing, I went to the grocery store the other day, and in the Beamsville one at the No Frills, during COVID they took out the quarter insert thingy that you have to, so that you return the cart.
Mm-hmm.
So for the duration of COVID, it was
waived.
Anyway, I was done and I was putting it back, and there was somebody that was walking along basically beside me, and I was like, hey, do you want this cart? And they're like,
I can't hear you.
Oh.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
But if you cut out, you can't. You don't know that you're getting cut off.
The only way I can tell is from this microphone. The light cuts out.
Oh, okay. So you're Yeah, I missed that part. So you had a cart, and then oh man, you're gonna give the cart. Like I think I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's like, you just used it though. Like you didn't clean it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna put it back where you're probably gonna get the cart. I'm gonna get my quarter, and then you're gonna have to clean it now.
Yeah.
So either way, you're gonna have to clean it. So I'm giving you either for free, and you get a quarter out of it, or you'll have to use your own quarter and still clean this cart.
So what happened?
He used his own quarter and cleaned the same cart.
But you got your quarter back.
Yeah, I put it back in because I was like, I'm not gonna give it to you for free. He said you didn't want it, basically. So it's just like, I guess the COVID thing is not gone yet. People are still kind of weary, scared, whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I went to the mall in Waterloo yesterday, and Conestoga Mall, great mall.
Yeah, nice.
Have you been there?
No.
Nice mall.
Just sounds nice.
Yeah, Conestoga Mall. It's nice. Yeah, they have Winners. There's Airs. So
that's what makes it nice.
Yeah, Starbucks in the Airs. So yeah, I was walking around. Yeah, 50% of people not wearing the mask. They're living life. They're like, yes, freedom. But other people still had it. So then I had the mask in my pocket, and I'm like, do I wear it or or people could be? Because I can feel their eyes. I can feel.
I know.
Especially when they did have that mask rule or law or whatever, and then people still wouldn't wear a mask, and they walk in the store, and then people are like, whoa,
like hey,
this dude's crazy.
Watch out for that guy.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna take a few more weeks until people get comfortable.
If they do.
If they do.
Because even my mom's going crazy with this stuff. And she's like, you gotta go to the grocery store. You gotta buy all this like all these like non-perishable stuff, like all this non-perishable foods and stock up on water. And I'm like, no, it's crazy. Come on, whatever. And when we went to the grocery store, it like kicked in. And I was like, maybe I should. So you end up buying like a whole bunch of like random shit just because the world might end or something like that.
And there's no more water. Yeah, even my mom, like last night, I was like, oh yeah, I have shows like this week, and she's like, well, always wear your mask anyways. Even though I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess. But if no one else is doing it, come on, I don't want to be that weirdo.
Peer pressure. It's peer pressure.
It is.
It doesn't matter. It's like the people, if you wear a mask, the people who don't are like sheep. And if you wear a mask, the people that are, wait, did I say? If you don't wear a mask, the people that wear a mask are like, oh, you're just contributing to the problem.
Yeah.
Right. So you're screwed either way.
Yeah. So I walked around the mall with like just not. It was hanging from my ear just in case like I had to put it on or take it off. But I did take it off. I walked around like, whoa, this feels great. Even today, actually, you know what? I did something today. I threw out the garbage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the garbage room is like, what's it called?
Three doors down. The incinerator.
3 doors down, right by the elevator.
Nice.
And usually, I'm like, I don't want to put on my mask just to take out the garbage, right? So I'll hide. I mean, I'll not hide, but I'll run. I'm like, throw out the garbage, come back with no mask. I
You feel like a rebel.
Yeah, I feel so dangerous. And then today I was like, wait a minute, I don't have to wear a mask anymore. So I did it. I took my time because before I'm like, because you have to press like recycling.
Yeah.
And then you have to wait for the chute to open.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to go fast because I don't want anyone to see me without my mask on. But then sometimes I screw up. I'm so nervous, and I press food waste or something. Like no, I meant recycling. I have to wait. I'm like, damn it.
You've got a fancy incinerator.
Oh, you don't.
It separates.
Yeah, you press the button, and then there's like different. I went downstairs. Like 3 different
Bins.
Yes, bins. Yeah, 3 different bins, and then the chute will move.
Yeah, a lot of the places I went to, even condos, were like you just use the garbage as the garbage, but your recycling you have to take downstairs still.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about that. Like, oh man, that would be a. Actually, I don't recycle. Like, I don't have that much recycling, so it wouldn't be that much of a problem. But
Don't lie,
still,
guys. Don't lie. You don't recycle.
I put everything in the bag.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never recycled until I met Caitlin.
Oh really?
Like, very just why not? Why wouldn't you?
She taught
you.
I
would those, if you buy like those 6 packs of let's say like Pepsi or whatever it is, that little plastic, those rings that hold them together.
Yeah.
You carry them. I would just throw those in the
garbage.
Bag. Yeah, or bag or garbage or like whatever the recycling. But I would leave it as is. Apparently, you're supposed to cut them up.
Yeah, because like the fish.
Yeah.
Fish get stuck in it.
Yeah. I didn't really give a shit before. I mean, I still don't really give a shit now, but then you're like, okay, fine.
So I didn't know. I thought they weren't recyclable, actually.
I didn't know that Tim Hortons cups weren't recyclable.
Oh, I learned that. I learned that in Toronto.
When they didn't take your recycling?
No, because like a bunch of the bins, like they can on the street.
Yeah,
but like they'll have like symbols, like what you can put in the bin and what you can't.
Yeah.
So, like the
recycling says like, Tim Hortons cups.
Yeah, well, there'll be a coffee cup. Like recycling, there'll be like a can, like a glass bottle.
Yeah,
and then in the garbage, there'll be the actual coffee cup. That's how I knew. That's where I found out.
See,
that's why you know what? That's why
you're not an idiot, Ernst.
I miss Toronto. That's why. I love the condo, right? But then brand new. But then in Toronto, oh man, I just miss like walking on the street
at like 4 a.m.
Oh yeah,
everything that you need is at your disposal. It's like 15 minutes less than away.
Yeah, so I'm still deciding.
Well, I mean, if you were to go downtown, would you go back? Like, would you go to a condo, or would you like apartment? Would you? Because once you get into the condo, it's kind of hard to go back to like a regular apartment.
Yeah. That's another thing I'm looking at. Like, because I look at some condos to rent, or like some apartments, and I'm like, whoa, this is pretty nice. It's not that new, but for the price, it's fine. And location's great, but then they don't have like no parking or no no laundry in the unit. Like, I have laundry here. Oh,
right in your unit.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah,
you
don't have to go downstairs and put the coins in slots. Put it.
I've never used those public laundromats.
Those peasant ones, yeah.
Yeah, because you have to go there and then put the washer or whatever, put in the washer, and then you have to come back, put in the dryer, and then come back again. I'm like, what?
Well, we've had that. That's pretty basically all I know. Is like, but there are times where you'll put the laundry in and it gets busy, but you go upstairs and you forget, and then you come back down and all your stuff is on top of like another laundry machine because you didn't take it out in time.
So who would take it out?
The person who wants to use that machine.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. If it gets busy and like you just leave it there and they know that it's been like 20-30 minutes kind of sort of thing.
So they would take your clothes out of the dryer?
They would take your dryer or the washer, whichever one they needed.
They would touch your panties?
Yes. Well, yeah. Yes.
Oh, man.
The unmentionables, yes.
Maybe not now.
Probably not now.
Oh, yeah. That seems like a headache. But you know what? When I lived downtown in our house, in our houses, when I lived at those two places, we didn't have any. We didn't have a washer dryer in the basement. The places were so ghetto. So I remember actually You know what? I would actually bring the laundry to my parents' house.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But that was a hassle just to lug all the clothes.
Well, it's a hassle either way, right? It's either, because I mean, the one at your house, like, why wouldn't you use it there?
No, in Toronto, we didn't have any.
Oh, I thought you said you did have one.
No,
oh yeah, the hassle would be either having to lug it to a laundromat, or you might as well bring it to mom and dad's and get a free meal out of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of laundry, I have this story I want to tell you.
Oh, you're talking about dirty laundry? What's going on?
Dirty laundry, buddy.
Airing it out? Let's go.
Yeah, put the kids to bed. No, so I think it was like Saturday night a few weeks ago. And I was like, I came back from a show. It was like midnight. And I was kind of tired. But I was like, I have to do my laundry today. I didn't have time on the Sunday because I was going to my parents' house. So I was like, I gotta do my laundry right when I get home. Because like you have to put it in, right? The washer's like an hour, right?
Yeah.
An hour to
It depends.
and then another whatever hour for dryer, right? So I'm like, oh man, so it's gonna be like at least 2:00. I can be done this load because you know what I mean? Because sometimes I leave it in the washer and then I fall asleep and then the clothes all
that's the last thing
stinky.
you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, forget it. So like right when I got home, I was like, even these clothes,
the clothes that you were actually wearing at the time.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to wear this shirt. I want to wear this shirt next week and these pants. So I took everything off except my
Your brip.
My brips. I left the brips. So I put everything. I stuffed everything in the washer. I was like, put the Tide Pod. And I'm like, sick, done. Relax in my brips. So I'm sitting on the couch, and then usually when after a long day of that one show, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have a little vape. And then I'm looking for my vape. I'm like, wait a minute. Usually it's in my pocket. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't have pockets. Underwear.
Oh no. Laundry?
No, but I took everything out of the pockets, like my wallet, my keys, my mask, where I leave it here, like on the table. Right? And I'm like, okay, it's gotta be there, right? And then so I ran to the table. I'm looking for it. I'm like, oh no, it's not here. But I'm like, maybe I left it in the car. But I'm like, no. I remember I was holding it when I got out of the car. And I was like, no way. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's in my pant pocket. But so the washer's been going for like less than 5 minutes. So okay. Like, I think I can save it because it's a. If you guys don't know what a vape is, basically it's like a little machine. It's like an electronic cigarette kind of, right? So there's like there's like a battery and stuff like that. So I didn't really care about the vape because the vape's only like $25 or whatever. But it's just like when you have like the what's it called, the e-liquid, the juice.
If it just explodes or whatever leaks out onto the clothes.
It's all sticky, and then like I don't want to stain everything. So I was like, oh no. So I'm trying to. So I turn off the washer, try to open the door, but it's locked.
Oh.
I don't know. Does that happen to you?
I haven't really seen. I've seen it at laundromats where like there's certain cycles that when it's in, like you can't open the door. And maybe it's because there's water in there. I have no clue.
You know what? I think that's what happened because because usually I think that there's someone told me that you have to wait like 5 minutes when you stop the load. I guess to drain the water or whatever.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, so I stopped it, and I waited 5 minutes, longest 5 minutes of my life. And I'm still trying to open it. It did not open. So now I'm like YouTubing. Like, how do you open this thing?
And you're not even sure at this point whether that vape is in your pocket or not.
No, I'm pretty sure. So I'm like on YouTube, and they're like, oh, you have to unplug it, and stuff. So I'm unplugging it, plugging it back in, and then finally, after like 20 minutes, it actually finally opens, and then I got the vape. But here's the thing, Kev. They're like, oh, the lock is for like a child-proof lock.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Yeah. But I'm like,
so there's got to be a way to take that off then.
That's what I thought, but not mine, because mine is like a mini.
Maybe that's I have no clue.
But
you were able to get it out?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense because like if it's a child-proof lock, what if like a kid was in there?
Oh, that's what they make it for, so that they can kill children. That's why it's childproof. So like when they're in, they can't get out.
Oh yes, and then you wash away the proof.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all. Yeah, so I finally got the vape. Weirdo. So I got the vape, and then and it's like blinking and stuff.
Like, there's no juice or whatever they call that liquid that has come out onto the clothes or anything like that.
No, luckily it stayed in. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh no, it's broken now. It doesn't work. So then the next day, I was like, oh maybe I'll put it in rice. Like when you get yourself. You put it in rice.
I think that actually works, but
it does work. It does
funny
work.
To hear. It's just funny because we're Asian.
It does work. It happened to me on my phone. We were at this bar in Toronto, and then that's why I know. Like I learned that when you're at a bar, sometimes you're at dinner or whatever. You leave your phone on the table.
Yeah.
I rarely do that now.
Because
one time we were at this we were getting wings at this bar on King, and the waitress, she had a pitcher of water, and it spilled the whole pitcher onto the phone. So the phone was drenched, and then it wouldn't turn on. And then I'm like, oh my God.
So then you put it in rice.
Yeah. And I put it in rice. And then because I went back home to my laptop, then I YouTubed it. Then I kept putting rice for like 12 hours or whatever. And that was like that was the longest 12 hours. The whole night.
So my question is that what's the difference? I mean, is there the difference of putting it in rice as opposed to just letting it dry for 12 hours? Is there are there nutrients in the rice that just suck up all the moisture and all the water?
I think the rice actually absorbs the water.
I guess you can blow dry it, maybe mess something up even more if you.
Yeah, because of the heat.
Right.
Yeah. So the next day, I picked up my phone from the rice, and it turned on, and it was fine. I was like, oh,
and then you had rice that you could eat as well.
Yes, you know what? I actually, because I was living downtown, I don't even know why I had rice because we didn't even have like a rice cooker. I'm trying to remember, like if I borrowed rice from someone, like one of the neighbors.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, because so when I had the vape here, I'm like, oh, I'll put in rice. I don't have rice here.
So you have to go to the grocery store.
Oh no, it was like midnight. It was like 1 o'clock or whatever. So then I just let it dry on its own. But I wrote it off. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy another one tomorrow. So I actually bought another one. I got this guy. It looks weird. It's like a square.
Yeah, that looks a lighter.
Yeah. And then I went to the old. I was like, oh. I looked at the old vape, and then it turned on. It was fine.
Still works.
Still works, baby. No rice needed.
I've done that like where I'll put a lighter inside like my pant pocket and wash it. It works still afterwards.
Oh yeah. I remember that when I used to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Well, Kev, it's been almost an hour. So one more thing I just wanted to talk about.
Oh, here we go. I know where this is going. Here we go. Just do it. Go ahead.
It's in my notes here. It says, thanks for sharing, Kev. Because our last episode on YouTube, we blew up. We have 103 views, which is unheard of on YouTube.
There you go.
For our podcast.
And that is in 103 million, right?
No, 103.0
Oh, okay.
views.
Okay.
2 of them
That's good.
are us. Yes, that's
good.
really good because ours usually average like 25 views.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you know, because I've been trying to push the YouTube channel. Because I watch a lot of YouTube podcasts. I enjoy them. Leave it on the TV, you know, as you do other stuff. You know, so but then I remember I told you this last week, and you said, you know what? I'm gonna share this. I want to double the YouTube views.
Or I think you misheard me. I think I was saying that I feel that if I was to share, then we would maybe get a few more as well. Yeah, I didn't say I was going to. And then Caitlin was in the car, my girlfriend, wife.
Your girl wife?
My girl wife. And she was like, yeah, Ernie, don't worry about it. He doesn't share anything about us either. Like the family. I was like, oh gosh. What are you youngins?
Yeah, I see her post and then she tags you and then you still don't share it. Why? Why, Kevin?
Okay, so I mean, I'm not saying that we're not in the same circles of friends, but it's like it's I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. Like, okay, I'll repost it. Is that like
no? You just share it.
Is that the new sign of love to repost?
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, especially with me and shows, like especially when I promote a show with like other comics and then I would tag the comics, and then I would appreciate it a lot when they would just share it. Just share it.
But yes, I see you do that too. I've seen you do that with somebody who a new fan seems like, who posted about you and how they caught you at a show.
Oh, an Absolute, yeah.
Yes,
an Absolute,
they really enjoyed your comedy, and then you reposted it to show the love. So is that what it is? It's showing love. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So when it comes to like, okay, let's say it's two separate things here. When it's a family stuff, I'm just not a big poster. It takes me forever when I do think I have something. It takes me like 30 minutes to even think of like the captions and the song, the track that goes along with it. So sometimes I just kind of like, maybe I shouldn't. I've got I don't know how many things in my drafts that I would love to post, but I just don't like to pull the trigger.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. I know what you mean. I know. Yeah, we gotta have a
great. With our show, it was always something like a fear of making this not fun. Because like you remember, we were talking about it, and you said that you would get discouraged because you see like 25 views, or only 2 people liked it, or whatever it was, and then it didn't become fun for a while. And so for me, just based off of, let's just say, those 2 videos that I put on TikTok, right, got like 30,000, the other one got like 7,000. I was flying high.
Yeah.
But I was checking it like every single day. And then it became, it's not that it wasn't fun, but it was just like, you become, okay, what should I put next? Right.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, good. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I just wanted to be, the reason why I didn't post, and it doesn't make any sense because they're both counterintuitive. You have a show, but you don't want to promote it. It doesn't add up. But yeah, I guess the fear was just it wouldn't be fun, and then I would just try to be basically how we were on episode 1.
Okay.
Remember, we even talked about it afterwards. It's like we weren't our authentic selves. It's like we were like DJ radios or DJ radio voice. It just seemed really whatever. I just kind of wanted it to be authentic. But that being said, you can't have a show and just be like, yeah, we'll just wait for it to pick up some way somehow.
No, well, okay. I know you're talking about where you're like, you gotta, it's kind of like you have to keep one-upping, you got this one video that like had a lot of views or whatever. Right. And then your next one, it's got to be even better. even bigger, right? But with the Instagram sharing, it's like you just share it to your story. That's it. And then the story, it's only 24 hours. It's gone.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's it. You don't have to worry about the song or the, you know what I mean? I just share it. Like I didn't write anything. Like the story.
Well, another reason would be, and I'm not going to obviously name the name. After episode 1, 2, or 3, somebody from our past had messaged Ernie about something that had happened way back in like 2010 or 11 that I was involved in, but actually didn't happen. And I felt bad because it was like, it wasn't the nicest of things, and to make somebody feel that for that long, for how long they felt it, I was like, oh my gosh. So maybe there's a part of me that's, again, jumping the gun here, but I don't know, scared of where it could possibly go.
Oh,
If that makes any sense.
Kinda. Not really.
Look, I'm not gonna post it, okay?
You don't have to make a post. Like I don't expect like if
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I had a good long talk about it with Caitlin, and it makes sense. And I just step out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, no, you don't have to put it on your page. You know what I mean? You just share it on your stories. That's it. Like I don't want people, like if I have a show and like like the poster or whatever, I don't expect the comics to put on their page they're performing it. I just like to share on their stories. That's it. 24 hours, it's gone.
I will do that for you because you are my friend.
Thank you. And please, share Caitlin's posts about your kids. Like you don't have to put it on your page.
No, I get that. I get that whole point, but it's just like, I think there's a part of me that's like, that doesn't get the repost, and I know it's simple.
It's a repost.
It's a repost. It's a click of a button or like a tap of the screen. It's just simple. I guess there's a part of me that's just like, I don't understand. Like, this doesn't mean that I don't love my family because I don't repost my wife's pictures.
No,
right? But she did say, she's like, it makes me sad that he doesn't do that. Which I was like, oh my gosh. I guess this is the new way to show love in a different way, I guess.
Yeah, because when I would do shows and like, let's say there's like 5 comics on the show and like someone didn't share it, I would remember. They'd be like, this dick didn't want to even put on his page for 24 hours. I mean, I'm like, it's so easy. Just share. I'm like, I'm not asking you to promote it on your Facebook profile page or whatever. Just share on your story. Simple.
All right then. All right.
Yeah. Or even if they didn't even like I'll put it on my page.
But see, that's the thing though. Like if I'm always checking who reacted to my story. What were the reactions?
Oh no, the stories. Yeah, don't worry about that. Who cares?
No, I know. What I'm saying is that just me. That's just how, like that's kind of what gets me going. Is like, as soon as I hit share to everyone, like 3 seconds later, I'm looking and be like, all right, who's seen it? What reactions am I getting?
Yeah,
Wait a second, I'm getting all the heart eye emoji. Oh, come on, guys.
No, but most of my posts, most of my stories, they don't get any of those.
Right, but I guess that for me, I guess that's where you kind of need to step out of your comfort zone and be like, look, we're doing this for fun, and who cares?
Yeah, it's just
repost it, and if nobody likes it, it doesn't matter. The show goes on.
Yeah, and then after 24 hours, it's gone. You can't even check it anymore. You can't check who viewed it or whatever.
All right. I will join this social media, this press junket on Instagram stories.
You know what?
I will show love.
Just you know what?
You know what? I saw it on your story. Then I clicked on the YouTube link,
Mhm.
and then I tried to like it, and it was like, oh, you got to sign in. And then I was like, oh,
I know. Yeah.
forget. I'll just.
That happens to me too. I was like, oh, I love this video. They're like, can you sign in? I'm like, I don't remember the password off by heart.
All right, there we go. When you have this one up on your story, I will repost it.
Can't wait.
Me too. I can't wait for the anxiety to kick in.
After a while, you're just gonna be like, you don't even check it. Like, I have some stories. Like, I don't even see. Like, I don't even check the stories. I check like if I put like right now I put a reel. So I check the reel, like the reel views. But yeah, the stories. Who cares about the stories?
With the Pringles.
Yeah, the old joke.
Still a funny one.
Old joke, yeah, but a lot of people never heard of it, and they're like, "Whoa, it's so funny!" Like, I guess. Thank you.
Because it's so sad too, and everyone's done it. Everyone's done it. Everyone's reached to the bottom of the Pringles can.
Yeah. That's what. That's exactly what happened to me. That's why I'm like, oh, this is so funny. I feel like Winnie the Pooh. He's eating honey from a jar.
You know what would have killed that? If you did like the Winnie the Pooh impression as you were,
I used to.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I used to.
Why'd you stop?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I stopped doing that joke. It's been a while since I've done it. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, Christopher Robin.
There you go. There it is. There it is.
Oh no, Piglet. Oh, you gotta finish that honey. Oh, Christopher Robin. Maybe I'll bring it back.
I think you should.
I'll bring it back. Yeah, tomorrow night, Thursday. Or wait. I don't know why I'm putting this out. Tonight, Thursday. I'll be at Richmond Hill. And then Friday at Absolute Comedy.
There you go. You should start plugging your shows as well while you're here.
Yes. I'll be sharing my own shows, Kevin.
Hey, I'm sharing my own podcast, so if I can do it, so could you. It's so easy, right? It's just a tap of the screen, right?
Hey, what I'm doing, I have to get like the right hashtags and everything. And there's like a time you have to put the, what I mean? When you put the reels out, you got to put like a time. Like because I've been reading up on like the optimization of like viewership and stuff. And like there's I've been testing out like, if I put a video at, I get the most engagement at like 11 a.m.
Okay.
Or 3 p.m. Because like people are like leaving work, but then again, you have some people who are from like the West Coast, so they don't finish work till like 8 p.m. our time.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes I put a video like in the morning, like 10 a.m. I get like a lot of views.
I heard duration of the reel makes a difference as well.
Well, I think
almost like the shorter the better, I guess.
I don't know now, but I think they're only a minute.
Are they?
Like a minute max for the reels. Yeah. Yeah. But YouTube, they like the longer videos.
YouTube's the reels? That's the reels.
No, YouTube. No, YouTube, the videos, the full video. They like it when you're staying on for long because you stay on the site longer.
Gotcha. I catch myself on like the YouTube reels though, like I don't know if they call them reels there, but like the short little snippets.
Yeah, the shorts or something.
Yeah. They're basically like Instagram stories, just on YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't really got into that because I watch on the TV. You can't really watch the shorts on TV.
Yeah.
Anyways, we've done a lot. We've done at least an hour, so we're gonna cut it off now. And especially, I'm losing light here. I was using the sunlight.
Don't do it, or it's just too windy outside, man.
No, I was using the light as for the video, but it's so dark now in my window.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you notice that.
So we're just gonna end it off here. So thank you for listening, and thank you for liking the video on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you for sharing it.
Hey,
and
repost if you want. We'll tag you so that you can repost.
All right.
So it's simple. It's simple, guys.
Well, we'll see you guys again next week.
Toodles.